Sid.
Hey Dylan.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good night. It's already dark out here. What are you
I'm
talking about?
I'm very tired and I think it shows for myself. So I
I'm pretty tired. It's one of those
but
weeks.
it's okay. It was the end of the quarter, never fun in sales, but
Uh,
very
we're
fun
in a
for me. I had a good week, but
cool. Quarter the worst.
but we do have a fun week this week to talk about some
We do have a fun
F1
week. I'm excited.
because there's been some news. There is a race this weekend, and I'm very excited to talk about it. So we're gonna get into it. But first, we have to give a shout out to my friends because I got a text this weekend and it made me very, very happy because I love doing this and seeing people actually watch is pretty cool. Shout out Chris Dvorak, Jesus Christ, Chris Dvorak, kid from IU. I don't know even know if you know him, but he's still a little younger than us.
I
But
know.
he sent me a picture this weekend of the podcast on his TV screen, like playing in the background while he was doing like studying and stuff like that. And I thought that was really cool. So thank you, Chris. Shout out to you. Keep doing it. And
Awesome.
we're giving shout outs now. So if you want us to shout you out, let us know because we'll
Let
gladly.
us know, I know. My friend Andrea, she could have been a guest podcast
If we
on
did
our
this
podcast.
yesterday or
He did
Tuesday,
it yesterday. She came out to visit me, but
that
shout
was
out to
on
her.
me.
She's also an F1 fan, so.
And she'll be on it eventually. Actually, we
Hmm.
should start with that because Sydney finally did something that we were planning on doing for a while, and I just haven't been able to get to Philly. But please let us know what you did.
Yes, F1 Arcade this weekend. It was awesome. It was so cool. I'll see if I can throw some pictures. Awesome experience.
I will
I don't
be
have too many.
going when I go there, and we will be
Yes,
vlogging.
it was cool. It was huge. I didn't realize how big the place is. It was massive, but you had like the sim and everything that you could like go on. It had like two screens on it. It was cool. They had so many. I want to say they had around 30 different sims that you could go on. We went on Tuesday, so it wasn't super busy, but the place itself was massive. And they had like, I didn't take the picture, but Andrea did. They had like a big like all of the like some of the tracks on the ceiling with the lights on and stuff like that. And then it was like they had the big like the starting lights, so like one, two, three, four, five, like
So
in the back. It was cool.
did you guys go against each other, or is there like time trials? Like, how's it work?
Kind of. So it was like you could pick a number of races. So they had three and five that you could do. And we did three. And we did, what did we do? We did Spa, Silverstone, and I forget the other one, but we didn't pick the ones that we wanted. That was just given to us. But there's 10 racers and you like race against the grid. So it was like Andrea was in my race, I was in the race, and then you had like other racers. So it was like Isaac Hadjar was in it, like Pierre Gasly and stuff. Was I great? Absolutely not. But it was
Was this
hard. It was
back
way
to like
harder than
our go-karting experience?
this was back to our go-karting experience. It was so hard. And we were even doing like the beginner stuff too. You can like change it to where you can do like fully manual where like the paddles, you can like
I'd
use the
want to
actual
try it, but like
I didn't try the
I think I'd
paddles.
be able to do the shifts, but like I don't know if the like there's got to be maybe like a way to one, it'll teach me how to drive manual car, which I don't know how to do, so that would be cool. Two, maybe there's like an in between, like an intermediate difficulty where it's like I don't need to hit
There
the clutch,
is.
but I can just hit the paddles.
Well, there's not even a clutch. So it's just
Okay,
that's why I
well,
said I
that's
didn't
good.
play with the paddles. So you have like the brake and then the gas pedal, right? But you're technically supposed to use both your feet. So you can use both of your feet. And then it was like it was hard. I think each race was 10 minutes, maybe.
Oh, so what I'm hearing is when I'm there, we're absolutely getting 5 races because
Oh,
that has to happen.
absolutely. It
And
was fun though. It was
it's kind
fun.
of crazy that they don't let you choose which ones to do. You got lucky, unless they just do those three for everything.
I'm not sure. So that's what I said. I have to go back and see what they do. And like, I
Because like
guess there was
Spa
like
and
some,
Silverstone are probably the two that people want to do the most, right? So like, I'm sure
yeah.
there's others, but
I'm, I think we did the Dutch Grand Prix too. Zandvoort, or wherever you want to say it.
which ones would you prefer to do?
Yeah.
If you could pick 5 right now, what would you pick?
Ooh.
Because I have my
I would do
answers.
Vegas.
That's one of
I would do
them.
Vegas. I would do Silverstone. I would do Monaco. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Um,
I
Azerbaijan would be really
you're like
cool.
right on my like you did all the ones I wanted to.
And then maybe like the Mexico. I don't know. I'm trying to think where I would want to go
That's so
visit. Or
fun.
the Australian Grand Prix. That'd be cool.
I think I'll probably say, oh God, Silverstone
Or
without a
Monaco.
doubt. Yeah, Monza. Yeah, I'm okay with that one. Silverstone without a doubt. Spa without a doubt. I'm not gonna say Monaco just because we can literally go drive it in a normal car whenever we want. So not whenever we want, like we don't have that money, but like we can if we wanted to, right? It's like we could
Sure,
be
sure.
there. In the same breath though, I'm gonna say I want to do Baku, even though it's a street circuit, just because I think the scenery is really cool. That's three. Brazil for sure. Brazil would be a
That
good
would
one.
that would be cool. That's why I was like, where do I want to visit? Where do I want to go?
And Vegas. Vegas too.
Vegas
But
would be cool.
also like, and I saw someone talk about this too, which we brought up last episode. Austin is a, it's not even that there's like great scenery or like, it's nothing like crazy, but it's just such a good racetrack that like,
I was gonna say Austin, but I was like, no.
it's a lot of options. I'm so excited to go to this. I need to plan it even for a
It was
week.
awesome.
Like, I need to do it. So maybe I'll go
We'll
before
have to
you even
go.
come to New York. Like, we'll do back-to-back weekends or something. We'll figure it out.
Figure something out. We'll figure something out. But it was cool. It was really cool. I like how they designed it. It was huge.
I'm excited. I need to go.
It was very big. I was just shocked how big the actual building itself was. But
And it's just
yeah,
funny,
it was
like
cool. It was
me and you
awesome.
were describing or talking about it before we started here. They have an F1 arcade in every single um, major city in the Northeast, with the exception of New York. They have one in Boston, they have one in
Mhm.
DC, they have one in Philly. And then even as you get more south, they have one in Atlanta, but they don't have one in NYC. Like, I'm sure they will eventually, but that's a little crazy.
Yeah, but you just gotta find the space for it, you know.
I promise you there's space in it. Like there's space somewhere. They can figure it out.
True, 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 true.
But
Ah, it was cool.
I digress.
I
I'm
enjoyed it.
jealous, but it'll happen eventually.
I enjoyed it.
So, with that being said, well, actually, first, when do you leave for Austin to go to that? Because that's coming
2 weeks.
up.
It is coming up. I leave the 16th, so I get in on Thursday. I'm flying into I think Dallas on Thursday, and then I think we're staying in Dallas and then heading down to Austin on Friday. I'm not
There's a
sure.
lot of F1 related activities coming up, and I'm excited.
I know. I haven't figured out the logistics for that one yet. I have to speak to my
This is going
mother
to be a
about that.
great episode where I'm not even going to be involved. It's just going to be you vlogging your entire time, and I'm posting it as an
I'm
episode.
I'm gonna be so excited. I'll vlog it. I'm very excited.
But you need to get like you gotta actually vlog it. Like walking through the crowds, like, "What's up,
I'll
guys? It's Sydney from Tread Lightly F1." Like,
I'll vlog it. People are gonna be like, "Who is this girl?"
and oh,
Oh
Peter Marsh will also be there. So go find him and vlog it with
what?
him. So
Oh my God, I should. I should go find him and say hi.
we're gonna figure
Wait,
it out.
I didn't know he was going.
Sanskar also asked me if I wanted to go, and I really do want to go, but I don't know how doable it is. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Still time to figure
Could
it
be
out.
last minute.
It could be last
Could be.
minute, and funny enough, I was checking my Amex rewards today, and I have rewards to any purchases made at the Austin GP. I get like 10% cash back on, and I'm like, and suddenly I just did again.
When in doubt. That's all I'm gonna say. When in doubt.
But we digress again because that was a nice little fun start to the episode. But we have some news to talk about because we didn't talk about it last week because it wasn't official. It still isn't official, but there's been some news kind of that means we have to talk about it this way too. Isaac Hadjar, rumored to be the second Red Bull driver next year. As we touched on it a little bit, but we have to go a little more in depth in it. Which we might as
Yeah.
well talk about the other thing because the domino effect of it. Arvid Lindblad now supposedly agreeing to race for RB next year, which gives Red Bull their full four, assuming that Yuki's gone, which is interesting to think about.
I saw there was an excerpt I think too because I mean you still have Lawson and Yuki kind of up for contention. Who's it gonna be? Don't know. I don't know.
It's weird though, because
I mean,
there's even a third part of this too. Like we have to talk about Alex Dunn also got fired from McLaren today because of the
because I
supporting
heard
members of RB.
I was gonna say because I also heard that supposedly there may have been a contract there with Red Bull for him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, people could
Red
I
Bull's
don't
making
know.
moves.
I think I saw Alpine and Red Bull for him.
Alex
I
Dunn's
think
an
is what I
interesting one. I feel like it's probably the right decision for him to leave McLaren because like as a reserve
Mhm.
driver for McLaren, you're never getting a spot because Lando and Oscar aren't going anywhere. A reserve driver at RB and Red Bull, you now have four seats that instead of two to choose from. And RB's drivers are not Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Even Red Bull's number two driver. Like, I think it's probably a good move for him.
I was gonna say I think it's a smart move for him. I don't think it's a bad move. I'm kind of shocked that they terminated his contract
It's interesting.
immediately.
Yeah, certainly interesting. But
But I don't know, it'll be interesting. I think one ball needs to drop, I think that's probably gonna be Isaac. And then
the official, the official.
yeah. And then I think from there they need to figure out who's moving up and who's moving out because I think that comes to the whole thing is okay, you have to compare Lawson and Yuki. I mean, you have more experience with Yuki being in F1, but you also have Lawson, who I think he's shown pretty good potential here in
Kind
the
of
past.
outperformed Yuki all year. But then again, they've both been a lot better lately. Like, Yuki
That's
was,
why it's hard.
it really is. But
I feel like almost in a sense too, you kind of have some loyalty to Yuki a little bit,
I don't think you do. I think
but again, it's
that
like
loyalty went out the window when they got rid of Honda.
yeah. So it's kind of like I don't know. I like I said, I think the first ball needs to drop, which would be Isaac, assuming Isaac is even going to RB, and then yeah, could be anybody. I mean, for all we know, it literally could be anybody, and
I'll give the
I
prediction now, and I'll call my shot. It's not much of a shot because everyone kind of thinks this is what's going to happen. You're going to get Max. You're going to get Isaac and Red Bull. You're going to get Lindblad, and I think Lawson stays. I don't think Yuki really has a chance. I think Alex Dunn will be the reserve, which will lead to other stuff, but it'll be interesting to see. I
yeah,
think Lawson will have a very, very short leash. That if he doesn't perform next year, then one of Dunn or Yuki's
he'll
back.
be.
So
I agree. I actually agree with that a lot because, like I said, I feel like Lawson's definitely been performing very well, and I would say I don't know, I would say Yuki's kind of an aggressive driver, but I would say Lawson's probably one of our most aggressive drivers on the grid right now, and I think maybe with Red Bull, like you do kind of need that little bit of grit to
mhm.
drive for them. I don't know.
I'd agree. He's been better
Yeah,
since they
we'll
got
see.
since he got the demotion, so I don't
True.
so um yeah.
Mm.
So a lot of fun news going out of Red Bull right now, and not a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
answers, but a lot of
Yeah. Well, and
speculation.
also speaking of Red Bull, we have a little bit of Horner news, Christian Horner
Do have
news.
some Christian Horner news. He's apparently been reaching out to teams to try to get another job, and one of those teams that he reached out to was Haas, which is
No.
crazy to think that he goes from Red Bull to Haas. It's not happening. That was shut down by Haas management today, who admitted that these conversations did happen, but said that nothing's going to happen with it. It's kind of interesting to see because he wants to get back in the sport, but it doesn't seem like anyone wants.
I was gonna say, I think he's kind of done. I think he's kind of,
I think when Cadillac said no, it's kind of like
yeah, I think that
crazy
kind of,
because you
I think,
watched like we watched Christian Horner build Red Bull. Like he was there from the start, like built them into what they are from the ground up. He could have just done that again with Cadillac and they said no to it. So
I mean, we have a new, I mean, it's a new era of Formula One. Everything is changing. So much is changing, not even with just regulations, but just it's sport in general. I mean, you have a new fan base, everything's changing. It's not the same Formula it was 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So
shorter leashes, it seems.
a lot shorter leashes, and again, like how much can you I would consider Christian a very controversial individual.
I
Um,
think that's fair to
and
say.
it's I though he has had success with Red Bull, how well is that going to transfer over to another team? Even like I mean, if you look at Haas, like that's just not going to work.
Mhm.
It's the team dynamics for that are just completely
Not good.
one, like it's just two sides of a spectrum. You know what I mean?
Well,
And
it's
it's like,
interesting because you kind of say that, right? It's like Mattia Binotto, right, was the team boss at Ferrari for however many years, became a team boss at Kick Sauber. I haven't heard about him at all this year. Like, it'd be interesting. Maybe that's how they won it, and maybe that's why they went his way because he never was incredibly controversial. He was just kind of mediocre at his job at all times.
yeah, yeah.
Christian will absolutely bring headlines to a team that signs him, no matter where he goes, right? Like,
Yeah, but it's like what team wants that? Like
exactly. That's my
good
exactly
headlines or
my
bad
point.
headlines? You know what I'm saying? Because like you look at Red Bull and that's just a never-ending money pool, right? You're always gonna have funding for Red Bull. But if you start going to teams where you have like Cadillac or Haas, where it's like some of these teams could stay, some of these teams could, you don't know, right? You have no idea. And it's like, God forbid you have one bad headline, all of a sudden,
Not worth the trouble of it.
SOL, you know what I mean?
I think that's very accurate. That's why, like a team like Aston Martin makes a lot of sense. Like, they're never going out of business because Lawrence Stroll has all more money than God. They now have like a lot of Red Bull people there with the obvious ones. Mac's been rumored there, and I don't think that would really help Christian's case because they don't want to be together again. But like, he's
No.
not. Max is probably not going anywhere, and if he does go somewhere, it's gonna be Mercedes. I think that makes the most sense for him. But
I mean, it does. That's what I saying it does. It's like you like if you're gonna move around teams like that, considering his history and what he can and can't do for a team, you gotta pick your poison. You know what I mean?
it's literally what it is. So,
Pretty much
uh,
pick your poison. I don't know. I think F1's kind of shut the door on him, and who knows? Maybe he'll pull a Max and go to what is he doing? GT3 racing or something like. Who knows?
bring him the Indy car. Figure it out an Indy car.
Oh God, that's the last thing you need in
Last thing
IndyCar.
you want to do, but we're gonna have to stay on top of that one, even if we don't hear anything, because I'm very curious what happens there. But
Find out.
last piece of news, there's been a lot of rumors surrounding Kimi Antonelli the last couple weeks, just because he hasn't really performed up to his expectations this year. Rumors of Alpine, rumors of Williams, and Toto Wolff came out today, shutting that down
Yes.
completely, saying Kimi will be racing for Mercedes next year. The contract has not been signed yet, I don't believe. Nor has George Russell's, but they're both expected to be there. And I just want to kind of get what your thoughts are on that because it almost feels like Kimmy could use some extra time in a car that isn't as high performing, just because like Mercedes is losing ground in the constructors because Kimmy's not performing, but is it more of a baptism by fire kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think Kimmy has his moments, and I mean he is a baby. He's extremely young, and I
Does
mean
he
you.
have
I
his
guess
what,
you can.
actual license yet, do we think?
I mean he's what 17,
I think he's
19,
18 now.
18? Is he 18 now? I forget how old he is now.
Keep
He was like,
talking, I'll find out.
anyways, he's a baby, right? He's a child. Um,
He's 19.
he's 19. I couldn't remember if he was
And he
17, 18.
just turned 19. He turned 19 August 25th.
That's what it was. Anyways, I think it goes two ways because it's like you look at Lawson and Lawson being in a very more advanced team, I guess to say in the start, completely backfired, right? Horrible, 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 horrible decision for him. He steps back and he's transcended. He's done great, right? And it works for him. But then it's like if you take somebody like you don't know what's gonna happen to Kimmy because I wouldn't say Kimmy's performing poorly at Mercedes. I mean, does he have his moments? Yes, but as a rookie, I think he's done pretty well considering he has some pretty big shoes to fill, especially with that team. So it's you have to look at it and it's like, okay, if he does step back and go to maybe a less number two, three team, is he gonna excel or is he just gonna crash and burn?
It's almost like a confidence loss if he does that. Because, like, If he
Yeah.
doesn't perform in like say an Alpine or a whoever it may be, Alpine or Williams, right? Suddenly you're saying, I can't even perform in this car. How am I going to perform in a Mercedes, right? Like you have to
Mhm.
beat your teammate there. You would then have to be going against likely Alex Albon or Pierre Gasly or whoever it may be. They're both
Exactly.
very good racers. And if you
Mhm.
can't beat them, then kind of a confidence
Yeah. And I
shattering.
would,
So
yeah, exactly. And I would say like I feel like he's in a good spot. Like he may not, I mean it's I would say like if you want to put it in really basic terms, I would say he's the development driver for Mercedes. Like I would say I feel like he's getting a lot of support. I think we've seen from like Max and a lot of the different older drivers and stuff like that. As well as like I would say George is honestly probably a pretty good influence to be a teammate and to be going up against because I mean
because
he's
he went through this.
what I'm
Like
saying. He's been through this. He's Mr. Consistency. He's not super controversial in any way, even though him and Max have their spites.
which is
It's
funny because they've been really cordial lately. It's weird.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like I would say he's in a pretty good spot in terms of developing his F1 career. He's with a team that will do it and is willing to do it, as we've seen. And I think he's just, yeah, baptized by fire, you know. And
You
I
know what I
think
think?
he's also a great individual to be doing that to him, you
Yeah, I have
know.
a new theory now because now I'm thinking about this as I'm thinking of Kimmy not being on Mercedes and George being so nice to Max. I feel like George knows Max is coming to Mercedes next year. Like not this coming year, but the year after. So he's trying to be all nice and like make it make sense. But that's also why this rumor's coming. So, but I don't know if you saw it. Everyone, the reporters were asking everyone who was going to win the championship and like the percentage, or it was like, what percent chance does Max have of winning a championship? And everyone was like 10%, 10%, whatever it may be. George said that Max is going to win the championship. He said 100% that Max wins it. And I'm sitting here thinking, is like, George and Lando are friends. Like, that's a little crazy to say.
I mean, it goes back to our conversation we had, what, the week ago, where we were saying, like,
Max is always there.
he's always there. He's not that far out of contention. I mean, a couple wrong moves here in the next couple races, and we might see
Tires
a
looking
bit
mighty beatable.
shift to the sides, you know. I don't know. We'll see, but I would say, in my opinion, I'd say Kimmy's in a pretty good spot. I mean, unless he starts just to hit a wall and completely, I don't
Burn.
know, just yeah, crash and burn, then maybe we needs to rethink it. But I think he's in a good spot. I think he's in a good learning developmental team space program spot.
I think that's fair. And I think it's something to monitor, but next year I think it'll be better.
Yeah.
I think it's also just more so the fact that people are so interested in the idea of Carlos Sainz being in a Mercedes that this rumor came up, but I don't it's not happening. So
I don't think Carlos is moving. I think Williams is doing him too well.
Carlos isn't moving yet.
I like seeing Carlos in a Williams. I'm not
Carlos
gonna
will be in an Audi at some point. I can guarantee you that.
probably, but I like seeing him in a Williams for the time being.
I do as well. So with that, we've covered all the news. There's actually quite a bit of news this week, which is cool. But that was also because Sydney also had personal news of herself and going in that arcade. So,
Yeah.
but let's pull up F1 Predict. Let's do this.
Do it.
I'm gonna go top three and just do it while I wait for you. One, two, and three. And this is really crazy that it's interesting
I
that the points, it used to be Max was going to be getting a lot more points if you got him right in the top three. It was like Oscar would be 5 points, Lando would be 6 points, and Max would be like 12 points.
it's
It's
gone
now
down.
Oscar 5, Max 6, Lando 6. So interesting, right?
All
All
right,
right.
mine's
Who will take pole?
I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I think you and I might have a similar idea this week. I'm
Uh,
not gonna lie to you.
I think we probably do, but I don't know about the rest of it. All right, who will qualify highest for the Grand Prix if you're there? I don't know if you're there yet.
I'm on question two. One second. Okay, who will qualify highest? Mm,
Bestie Bestie or Ollie?
I want to go my SC Bestie.
I'll
That's a
go
given.
opposite. I'll go Ollie. Let's run it. How many teams will get into Q3? It's been six, seven over the last couple weeks. I didn't even hear you say anything. I just saw you cringe. I was like,
I don't understand that
I
meme
don't
or
get it. It's
whatever
great.
it is. I don't get
Um,
it.
how many are you gonna say?
I'm gonna go 6.
I'll go 7.
It's raining. I don't know if you saw it's raining in Singapore. I
Is
don't know
it?
how it's
Well, it's
gonna
always raining in Singapore, so
I don't know how it's gonna transfer over this weekend, but
I'll stay 7.
let's see, I'll do 6.
Who will finish ahead in the race? Lance Stroll or Carlos Sainz? Why is that even a question?
I'm gonna go signs.
I'm gonna go Sainz. I'm doubling it. That's a little
You double
ridiculous.
down.
Who will set the fastest pit stop? I believe I got it right last week because
I
McLaren
think you
definitely
did
wasn't
too,
close.
and I honestly kind of want to say, was it McLaren?
No. Oscar
Was
was
it
out of
Red
the
Bull?
race. Oscar was out of the race instantly, and then they messed up Lando's one pit stop. So
Wasn't it Red Bull? Wasn't it
I
Yuki?
think it was. Who had? Yeah, it was. You're right. You said that last time. I'm still going Ferrari just because they've been great all year.
I'll
But
go Red Bull Racing. Why not?
big point swing there? Not really, but we'll go there. Will there be a safety car VSC first? When will the VSC first be deployed in the Grand Prix? It is interesting to think. Every single year, the Singapore Grand Prix, except for last year, has had a safety car at some point, and they're very unpredictable.
Super unpredictable. I'm gonna go 2 to 14.
I'm gonna go first deployed 15 to 29. I don't think it's happening at the end of lap one this time. 2 to 14. That's crazy. That's that many points. I almost want to do that. I'm gonna go 15 to 29. It'll be different.
I'm just gonna say 2 to 14 on the contingency that it's raining.
And I think it is, but all right. You thought of it first. I'll let you have it. Who will fast set the fastest time of the race? Lando has 6, Oscar has 5 at the top. I believe Max has a few.
I'm gonna go Oscar with a double down on that one.
It's interesting because I'm pretty sure Singapore is a pretty fast track. I could be mistaken in that, but
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm riding the wave of Max Verstappen. And I don't think that's probably it's gonna be reverse jinx. It's fine. And that's fine with me because it means he's not winning, but we go with it. So which team will score more points this weekend between Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari?
I'm gonna go Mercedes.
I need to do some math real quick. Hold up.
I don't know. That's a really hard question. I'm not gonna lie.
Because, all right, fourth and fifth. So 12 and 10 is 22 points. I'm gonna roll Red Bull. And I think that kind of hints at where my mind is going for what's
I
happening.
I think we're literally
But
thinking the same thing this weekend. I'll explain why I'm thinking the same thing that you're thinking and wondering if we have the same reason
this
why.
question's also gonna help this. Will we see a new winner of the Singapore Grand Prix?
I'm gonna say yes.
Norris, Sainz, Hamilton, Alonso have won. Max Verstappen is not. I'm gonna say yes as well.
Yeah, I think we have the same.
And I think we probably have pretty similar top threes. So, with that being said, you're still winning 44 to 40. I
I'll
welcome
go.
you to go first.
Okay. Well, I have a feeling you're gonna say the same thing as I,
I'm looking
but
at it now. I'm not. So,
really, okay. Well, I'm
not
putting
exactly the same.
I'm putting Max P1. I I think he's been performing, you know, he's been performing pretty well. I think he hasn't won a Singapore race yet. And I don't know. As much as I don't want to say it, I think Max is getting back in the groove again, and it's kind of scary. And I'm also trying to do a reverse jinx, and that okay, if Max doesn't win, then hopefully my P2 and P3, I have Oscar and Lando will be
I looked it
switching.
up. I looked
I'm
something
looking
up real
for
quick. One
some
second. One second. One second.
very
I thought
good.
Singapore was a fast track. Google's saying it's not. So I think
Really?
the max winning is it a good idea though? Because McLaren's not great in straights. They're good in, oh
I
wow,
don't
this is a hard
know.
one.
That's what I'm saying. I'm also now kind of second guessing putting Oscar in second just from
Yeah, I'm
last week.
changing
But then
that.
again, not last week, but I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go Max, Oscar, Lando. Okay. I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray Max is gonna be on one. I want to say that Oscar's gonna be on based on the last performance of the last race, and then Lando's just gonna be there. That's my top three. Four and five. That's any man's race. I'm just gonna go with the same basic ones. I'm gonna go. Let's go, Mr. Consistency, and we'll go Charles. Why not? Do I have a reason for that?
No.
No. And I can guarantee you one of them might be up there, one of them might not. Lord only knows.
All right. I like it because I think we are somewhat similar, but I may
Yeah, I
have with
figured we
you.
were kind of going on the same, kind of the same
It's
wavelength.
actually pretty different, now that I look at it, but it's the same idea. So I'm gonna go 5-1. In fifth place, I'm putting Oscar. I'm putting Oscar Piastri in fifth place today. The only
That's
reason we talked
controversial.
about it last week, I think the pressure's finally getting to him.
That's why I said I'm a little hesitant on Oscar and P2, so I'm hoping he's on one this weekend.
I don't think he will be. The pressure I feel like is finally getting to him, especially in a race as physically imposing as Singapore is. Um,
True.
I think the emotions will be high, and I think the stress will be high, and obviously the weather's not going to be great. It never is. I think Oscar will be in P5. I have Mr. Consistency in P4,
Okay, so
as
we're
do
the same
you.
on that
So
one.
we're the same on that one. I want to say this, and we didn't address it. Obviously, upsetting news this week, but Roscoe Hamilton unfortunately passed away. Um, I think Lewis is going to have emotions high, similar, but in a good way. Not in a good way, but and it'll be good for him. I think we've seen the entire F1 community kind of rally behind him this week, which is pretty cool to see. And I think this is just kind of Lewis Hamilton's thing, when something happens, like he's a storybook guy, right? His last Silverstone race wins the race, or last Silverstone race in Mercedes wins the race. Just kind of outperforms that car last year. No one really talked about it. I think he does it again. I just think the story makes too much sense,
I
and it's
like it. I
upsetting to think about, but I think
It's
Lewis is
very upsetting to think about, but I support.
this is where he turns it on consistently, and I think he wants to do that, and I love seeing everyone rally behind him. So I'm gonna go Lewis in P3. This is where it gets interesting because as much as I want to put Lando winning this race, I don't think he's going to.
I don't think he is either.
But it's good for him because he's gonna make up space on Oscar. He's gonna get P2. He won the race last year. Max looks like he's back. And it's scary to think about because that's another storybook that just makes too much sense
Oh, it
of him just
does.
going on a run. So
I hate to admit it, but it so does.
I'm being so serious, which is wild as it is to say, because I think Oscar is starting to come under the pressure. I think these last three couple of races after when we get to it, it's gonna come down to Max and Lando. I think it will again, like it did last year. Oscar will still be around, but I'm thinking we're talking like a Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen battle at the end,
Uh,
except it's Lando this time, which just bodes well for Max.
that's what I'm saying. Like my gut's telling me one thing and my brain is telling me other. You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
it also is one of those things that if Max doesn't win this race this weekend, I think it's probably done, and I think we could put to rest the whole Max winning the championship thing. But he's
But
Max, so
but
but he's
there's
Max.
always a but.
There is always a but. So
There's always a but.
with that, let's do a random. I gotta answer my dad. We're ordering pizza for
You,
the Yankee game, so I'm just excited.
I had pizza last night.
I have pizza way too much. It's bad. Random number.
I might finish my pizza tonight. Honestly, I have two
It's really
slices.
weird because I have pizza so much and I'm losing weight and I don't get it, but I'm not complaining about it. So
Pizza's not that bad for you if you think about it,
it's
as long as you
pure
just get
carbs.
good
It's
pizza.
pure carbs, but I don't really care. So it's fine. I work out enough that it's not an issue.
Calorie deficit. There you go.
I don't do that yet.
Caloric deficit.
So, random number generator. I have it up ready to go for you.
as well.
I'm not doing, or you're doing the wheel today. I feel like every time you do the wheel, I want you to spin it once before you do it. Spin it right now, and this one doesn't count because I want to test something. This doesn't count. Every single time it lands on 20 or below. There's a reason. It's because it's the same spinner every time. We're not counting that. You're spinning from 20. That's just why I did it this time.
Okay, do you want me to do it again?
I've caught Sydney cheating. That's crazy.
I'm not doing
This
anything. See, you did it. Okay, this is for real.
is for me, for real. Let's see it. It's gonna be 20 again now that I said that. Wow. What a shock. What a shock. That's ridiculous. Every single time. All right, 19. I'll take it. It's a
Okay,
little bit.
we'll do best out of three. I'll do one more.
Best out of
Let's
three,
see if
and I
this is
choose
gonna
which one I want. And I'll let you do the same. I'll
sure.
do that this week. Sure, why not? I'm doing this one. All right. 13th.
Yeah, okay, we'll just count that. We'll count that and I'll just take whichever one I
No,
got.
I'll give you three
To be
options.
fair, that the 19 and 20 was kind of crazy.
I'll give you three options. It's just so funny. I keep getting those. All right.
True.
Random number generator. You see it.
Yeah.
Click. All right. 10, 16, or 12. Take your pick.
Ooh. Or I'm gonna go 10.
10. I like it.
Make it challenging. Why not?
I need to go back in my notes for 13. I'll let you go first, but
Okay, let me
remember I had
look at what
13.
last was like. 10's always a
Let's see the previous finishers.
um
Previous 10th place in Baku, if it'll load.
Isaac.
Although that doesn't really matter because Baku was such a crazy race. Isaac in
Yeah.
10th, Isaac in 10th again in Italy, Yuki in 10th at the Dutch Grand Prix. Hungary was Kimi, Belgium was Gasly, and in Silverstone it was Russell because it was such a chaotic race. So
Well,
I don't know if that really helps you that much.
let's go. You know what? Hmm, let's go. Let's go Bearman. Why not?
All right. Wooly Bearman. I like it. I
Why
was
not?
looking at the 13ths while you were doing that, and they're all over the place. So I don't know
Yeah.
where to go from here, to be completely honest with you. Yuki has the most 13ths. He has two in the last couple of races, but he also just got sixth and looked a lot better. So, but again, such a chaotic race. I don't think.
Gonna have to rule that one out.
I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna also go Ollie Behrman. I'm gonna put him in 13th because I think one of us is finally gonna get a bonus if we're both taking Ollie Behrman here.
True. Hey, it's
So,
like it's always I don't know, bonuses are weird.
none of us have hit it yet.
Mm-mm.
Neither of us have hit it. 44-40 Sydney. She was down big, then went up big, and then I made it close again. Um, the only places that we can change are second, third, and fifth this week, just because we both put Max to win and we both put Georgia fourth.
Mm.
So I can make up 4, 7, 8 points on that. I can make up as much as 18. Probably not gonna happen, but we'll see, you know? So
Figure it out.
we will figure that out. And that's all we have to talk about today. It was a fun one.
That's
This was
fun.
a
That's
very good episode. I
It was a
enjoyed
good
it. Like,
episode. I liked it.
I like kind of just talking about what we've been doing. And I think the F1 arcade experience, it was fun to talk about. So
It was fun.
when
I
I
enjoyed
actually do, it's going to be great.
yes, we'll actually vlog. We'll
We will
actually vlog.
vlog. Should we, you know what we should do? We should go karting again when you're here and we should vlog that. And just take a picture of the timing sheets when we're done.
I was gonna say, forewarning, I'm horrible. Horrible.
But
But at least I finished.
at least he finished in a race that literally had no finish. So
I'd finish.
But with that being said, thank you guys all for watching. Thank you for all the support you guys have been giving us for the last couple of weeks. It's been incredible. I want to just check. I'm pretty sure last week's episode was our most viewed episode but since week one, which is
That's
pretty
so
cool. So,
exciting. I love that. Our goal was I have it written right here, 100 subscribers by January 1st, 2026. It's a stretch.
it's a stretch for sure. However, I'll take 100 views. That's cool too.
I'll
Uh,
take 100 views. Yeah, 100 views or 100 subscribers.
and
There
I
you go.
think that's actually doable. So, your videos, let's see my view count for these last couple of weeks because I think that text in the group chat really helped, Chris. So, thanks. Do it again. We're loading. Taking its sweet time because, of course, it is. It knows I need to go watch the Yankees today. So, it's going to take its sweet old time.
First,
Wow.
why would it not?
Huh?
Then why would it not?
Why would it not?
We have 10 subscribers.
That's more than we had.
And
We're doing well. Like,
yeah, we got 28 views last time.
let's
Tiny but
go.
mighty.
Tiny but mighty. uh, tread lightly. F1. I believe that is our second most viewed video.
Our third, I'm looking at it right now. Our
28
episode
views last week.
17. Our driver predictions, our 2026 driver predictions
Wow. I
too.
had not noticed that. That's actually very interesting because people
That's
probably look
cool.
that up a lot because they want to just see it and we come up. So thanks, YouTube. The algorithm's working.
That is cool.
That is good to see. The views have been doing pretty well the last couple weeks. A couple are not great, but we don't talk about that. We've been doing pretty well. So hopefully we do that
No
again.
hate.
And we're getting more people to follow the Instagram, which is cool. So keep following it. Follow the Instagram, subscribe. We'll do a
Like,
giveaway
subscribe,
eventually. Why
share.
not? We'll do a giveaway eventually. Eventually.
Funded by Dylan. Thank you. Good night.
Funded by Dylan. You know what we'll do? We're starting next week. I'm gonna put a little teaser in the middle of the podcast at some point, and if someone calls it out, I will give them $10. Huge, right? We're really
Right.
big money Dylan over here.
It's
So
gonna be me. It's gonna be me.
no, it cannot be you, and it has to be done within the first day of the episode being out. That is a rule. I'm not giving people unlimited guesses. So
I like it.
until then, let's have a fun race in Singapore. It's gonna be a fun one, a hot one, but a rainy one too. So usually pretty good racing. So until then, like, follow, subscribe, comment, share with your friends.
Everything, please.
Find a little teaser them to put next week. And until then, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Peace out.